Welcome back to Breaking Biomutant. In our last episode, we had been up in the northern parts of the aerodome and whatnot, out and about in this very hot zone. Since then, I've just started coming southwest because we are looking for a new mount. And I'm not entirely sure where it is. I know it's up here in the northwest. I'm pretty sure it's near this radioactive zone. But we've found this fluff Hulk nest, and I want to show, if I can find the Hulk, I want to show one of the broken aspects. Are you an enemy? You are. Of having Saul's briefcase, his luggage, allows you to stay safely out of reach, while your rad wisps do damage to anything that's super vicious to you, the bigger enemies. We'll have easier and more fun ways to deal with smaller enemies, but unless they have a ranged attack, and even then, it's kind of hard to hit when you're circling them, because you have really good control in that thing. Now, mind you, if you're going for more of the, dominate them with magic build, go for the helicopter backpack we had gotten. But right now... Hello, are you an enemy? Nope, you're just somebody. Right now we're looking for a shack that's pretty much out in the middle of nowhere. Something else... More west. Something else, if you can see... I've constructed myself a two-handed slash weapon. Not my preferred build, but it was something for right now. Does a little bit more damage than the Clonk Fist or the Spark Glove. I have not invested in any of its Wung Fu just yet, because we are now a level 14, and we have one more level until we unlock a certain perk in our Psy-Freak. Is going to be super useful to us. Okay, here's the vault. But you can see this does so much more damage than the Clonk Fist. A little bit faster. Really is useful. Really is useful for our endless combo. And personally, I just always think it's nice having a nice two-handed sword. I mean, if you happen to watch my Skyrim breaking series, two-handed sword is what I ended up with. Now, I don't know where this fluff Hulk is, and I'm not sure how big the nest is either.
A brick-rack that's still standing. Now,
but I've gone too far if I found that. So we're just looking for Fluffy. The whole reason we're doing that is any of the Fluff Hulk nests are going to have some superb type of equipment in them. Oh, I wish I had my glider. Would have made that even better. But we're basically just looking for a really big critter in the area. I don't think he'd be all the way up here. But from up here we can survey the area. See if we can't spot him. I'm not really seeing a big scary monster. But now we're in the midst of it. And I think there's several areas that can spawn in the nest itself. I do believe this could be one of them. Usually there will be tracks in the area, but I'm not seeing any. You're just looking for big footprints. So we continue the search until we find this big boy. And now, to be fair, I am going to cheese him out with our new luggage tactic. But it's broken. Kind of the whole point to the channel, showing how broken things can be. So the tunnel collapsed. What about around the tunnel? We're back to another... Yeah. I'm not seeing any signs of him. I'm not entirely sure how big the boundary is of his nest. That's the brick rack, that's motor juice, and this is that. So maybe we should head north. I don't even know. Did I even go to that ping dish? How do I not see that ping dish? Okay, well. Odd traveler. Ah, now you can see here we have some tracks. So they're pointing in this direction. I'm not seeing any other tracks besides the rails here. Okay, well, he just may not be here at the moment. What's the end of that path? I've already been this direction. There's still a path that leads back here. Maybe he's back here. Let's be, yep, there he be. Alright. So let's go with some easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oop, turn the... It's gonna be incredibly difficult for him to hit us like this. And whenever you start running low, you know, just turn it off. And surfing around on the briefcase does not require any of your your stamina to dodge. So it's an effective dodge for most attacks these big guys will have. And if you really wanted to take him down quick, you can also do your spark ball from up here. Oh, he fell into the animation. I do believe that's the second Fluff Hulk we've taken out. I'll take that key, thank you. What'd that key do, though? So we'll go ahead and mark that on our map. One of the main reasons, besides, you know, the broken combat aspect of the luggage, is it really makes certain areas easier to traverse. If you combine it with certain skills like the mushroom or the mucus bubble, because of how it improves your jump, you can get even higher up. So super useful in that aspect as well. And now we raid a whole bunch of good loot. Now that we've started to get into the crafting side of weapons and whatnot, yes, this is gonna come out quite useful. So now, back to what we were doing. I'm gonna be heading west past that brick-brack. I want to say he's up in here near the World Eater, but I'm maybe incorrect. I do want to go check out that ping dish, though. So yeah, we're gonna backtrack for a second, because I don't know if that ping dish is active, if I can use it. It doesn't seem to be tied to any other quest we found so far. Not to mention, even though I can't see the forest through the trees, I should be able to see the big old radar dish, you'd think. Oh, there it is. That's why I didn't see it. Now, unless we have the mission for it, we may not even be able to activate this.
A ping dish like that one was good for tracking aerojets and other flying machines.
But if nothing else, there's just some superb loot around. And usually a tough combat going on. Oh, we got lucky. We can land behind the turret. It looks like these guys are trying to take out that moose. We're just gonna let him for the moment. That way all of our targets are softened up when we engage. Really? Well, if you're into the one-handed slashing thing. And now most of these drops are random. They are not guaranteed. That is where I came up from. And I apologize if you happen to hear high-pitched squealing in the background. My dog just had puppies, and they're hitting the very vocal stage. Oh, come on, let me up, let me up. Let me up! Aw. Come on, fella. Thank you. And they're still fighting that thing. We're not getting involved just yet. We're here for the ping dish. But again, I'm not sure I can activate it until I'm out of combat. Or if I can even activate it.
To get the ping
There we
dish
go.
to work,
Alright.
you need to line up the pong paddles for a proper match.
So this should point out
That's a match. Now
an
you
environmental
can ping
suit
all the
for
dishes
us.
you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping dish properly. No pings there, only pongs. Pingety ping ping.
Alright.
You
That was
found
close the first time. So now that'll point out the location of... Well, it didn't say. But it wants us to go back to... Aha! This bang shelter I found earlier. I couldn't get into. So maybe now I should. Yep, we're gonna go back. But first, let's just do a bombing raid on everybody involved here. Now you can see the one downfall is if they can shoot you. But most of the time, they're too busy or inaccurate. And there goes the moose. Ow, 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 ow. Very cheap tactic. Ooh, that was close. Now, as you can obviously see, doing the spark ball combination, ow, super drains your key. But it's a safe, easy tactic. You must remember I'm also playing on extreme, hence the deaths in previous videos. And I'm also not, you know, the best of the best. I'm just your average guy. Well, maybe not average, but now that we've gotten this ping dish clear, and no longer shall we worry if our claw bar is strong enough. So now we get to collect ourselves a few nice prizes. Now again, I personally prefer to go for, oh my, energy regen over energy, but that shoulder pad is super nice. I mean, the critical chance and everything, I just need one more level. And regular roll that on. Now, I have a few biohazard pieces, and that one's not bad. Level 20 needed. At least for the energy regen aspect. But, like I had said before about how, oxygenated and... Oop, I probably should. Yeah, oxygenated, or, you know, deoxygenated areas and, the radioactive zones don't have good resistances in common clothing. What I mean by that is not by the clothing's rarity, but by stuff that you can just pick up from random lootables. Most of those will not have a high resistance to those two hazards. But it's very easy to run into things like the vests we just picked up. I also picked up another one that was 90% for biocontamination. But, you know, super useful. Even though changing my equipment, I think I'm still 100%. Yep, on my heat zone resistance. Which is nice since we're heading back here. But eventually, after we collect whichever environmental suit this is... Oh, Mirage, don't leave. Come back now! He turned around. We almost had the Mirage. But once we get this biosuit... Because I was on my way to where I wanted to start the
where the sun rises
video
every
today.
day and passing
And I
light
found
on
this
the
place,
sand
hence why
means a
the
struggle
balloon is still
between
here.
life
And oh, they
and
came
death.
back. Be careful with these guys. They don't look very intimidating, but they hit really hard. Hence, they have that little skull next to their health bar. But with our new no muss, no fuss tactic, they should go down fairly simple. Why are you immune? Are you not hostile? Okay. Am I outside of the battle area? Like, why are you... Odd. Alright. Did he drop anything? That he did. And this is the video to show how truly broken we have become. Now that you are a level 15,
Even more facts in that big brain.
and the reason we've been putting everything into intellect, the only reason I have agility is one of the body shapers. Now, we're gonna go into the Psy-Freak perks and grab Brain Drain. I'm also gonna grab Nocturnal just to max it out. But with Brain Drain, now we regenerate health by 20% whenever we use any kind of our power attacks. Let's see here. Oh, we're still only at 23. I don't think I'm getting anything else from here. Nope, it's all resistances. We don't need any of those because we're saving it for this. I've put some into heat, so we're gonna put some into radiation. Just cause. Get a little bit of radiation resistance for later on. Yeah, but when I came here before, I noticed it had an ultimate protective suit. Anytime you see that, you need the ping dish to start the mission, because I couldn't open this door without it. Lucky I found the ping dish. Who's here? What do you want? How do you want it? So again, now we just become, you know, U.S. Air Force and bomb everybody. But, you can see how our health bar is flashing that red. Now, any of the damage that we do heals us. I'm not sure if you caught it, but let me take some more damage. Alright. And now, mind you, this does not do much damage. That's why it's slowly ticking back up. And the mucus bubble doesn't do any damage either. But when it comes to our spark ball and the key spark we're eventually going to have, getting back 20% of, you know, that 1,000 we just critted at, that's 100 health. You know, it can't be understated how truly cheap it is. It allows you to be a little more reckless in battle. So we can... You know, if you want to just have fun, go all hack and slash now. As soon as you get hurt, you can retaliate and get that health back. Truly and utterly breaks this game. So let's just scavenge our loot now. Ooh, wear short shorts. Alright, and not me at the moment. I'm not putting those on. They're actually kind of garbage. More loot. A nice add-on. Why shoot the cabinet? Because my R2 is janky. That's nice. Especially since it's got riposte. So, after you're hit by an enemy attack, next attack inflicted deals double damage. Something I've never tested out, but I want to try, is if I have this in my hand, I take a hit, and then I switch to a more powerful weapon, like a two-handed slash or a crush. Will my next strike deal double damage? If not, it's honestly really good just because you're going to get hit a bunch. And it allows, you know, next hit inflicted... Oh, it says with this weapon. So, yep, it has to be this weapon. But still, double damage, that's not bad, especially for the speed that those things can go at. Super useful. Hello. I knew it. Do I want it, though? It's got that nice radioactive... I lose the regen, but I gain all that defense and whatnot. We're gonna equip that. That and fashionable. Hey! Alright. So now, we continue our scavenge. That door's demolished. Always look for holes in fence, because there's usually something hidden behind. Automatic rifle. That's nice. With the saw blades. Super fun to play with the saw blades, I'm not gonna lie. Just because they pierce through enemies. You can get a few guys lined up. You can just unload a bunch of damage. But not my bag of tea. I prefer hot cocoa anyway. Leather armor. That's got some good resistances. Scavenging, scavenging, everything everywhere. A nice backpack. How nice. Meh. Now, the one thing about backpacks is the loot chance is always a nice bonus to have. That has really good low oxygen resistance, though. That's fantastic. How about that for fashion? That's nice. And are you the radiation suit? I think you are. Nope, you're the oxygen suit. Which is great. I'm glad we found this early. Main reason being is, any of the oxygenless zones have some good stuff in them, and one of the first places that they're going to want to send you... Uh-oh, I don't have heat protection anymore. 86%. What? My pants did that much? Alright. So, we're going to have to go into... We'll go into the legs. Come on now. There's my heat protections. That's actually quite nice. We'll go with that for the moment. Just until we get out of here. Oh, hey. Resource totem. But honestly, now we no longer have to fear death, honestly, except for certain the World Eater encounters, since they're unique encounters and require unique... He has nothing to say. And require unique combat styles. But anything out and about in the world, you don't have to worry about doing the bombing run. And eventually, we're going to become even stronger once we get our light ore up to 30. And again, this is, let's admit it, kind of boring. All I'm doing now is hovering around and letting my magic do all the tough stuff, but it's cheap, easy, and broken. Nobody dropped rewards. Well, fine, forget all of y'all anyway. I didn't even enjoy that fight.
No such luck.
Wow. My loot chance decided to, not be there. Okay, I take it back. That's nice. Thank you. It's a nice little wait spot, but I don't need to wait for nothing right now. I do believe... I already acquired this mount, haven't I? Yeah. Big old beefy Rhiny boy. I got him. So now... I need to get out of the hot zone. Well, how about that? Oh, okay, I did wonder where's. So we're gonna fast travel. Again, I'm just trying to find this, encounter I'm looking for. Sorry it's taking so long, but... New distractions, new strategies. Not to mention we cut ourselves some work finding one of the ultimate suits. I need to head west. Yep, big old beefy Rhiny boy. Alright, I need to head west. Now, what we are trying to go and acquire is a water mount. don't think he can be used everywhere, but in certain spots he's very useful, and he's actually faster than the other water mount that you can end up receiving from a storyline mission. I want to say I'm going the right direction, but I cannot be sure. I don't know why that tightrope's there. There's a zip line here. Well, we know Pebble's been in the area. What's that taking me down to? Looks like an oxygen-free zone. They call them dead zones. Just a
This
brick-brack.
is Bottom, residence of Gil.
Ah, we found what we were looking for. So, let's go ahead and mark it on our map. As Gil is the fella we're looking for. So, now after this little
Let's
side
see.
questing adventure, we're going to go ahead and cut the video off here. We'll pick it up directly where we are at Bottom. I was right, it was directly above the radiation zone. So, good times, great adventures. Hopefully you found this useful and enjoyable. Hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.